I'm late. I'm very much so late. I get it. But oh well. Love and Hip Hop Miami. This is season 5, episode. What was this? Episode, hold on. My bad. Where's my manners? Good morning, gag crew. How y'all doing? Happy Sunday to y'all. Now, I'm late. Oh well. I'm here now. Um, this is Love and Marriage DC. I don't want them. I just did them last night. We are here for these folks. Love and Hip Hop Miami. This is season 5, episode 20, Safaree Ride. Lord Jesus, here we go. So Brooks in the studio with Marcus, aka Black, playing her new music for producer Cool. Marcus don't really like her lyrics to her songs because he feels, she's a wife now, she's a mom now, she's grown up, she's mature, she's elevated, and she basically don't need to be saying about shaking ass, talk about her body, and all of the rest of this stuff, and carrying on, carrying on, carrying on. I hate when niggas do that. You know what I mean? And there's no shade, but I can't stand when people do that. Like, don't stifle me. Like, I feel like her lyrics have nothing to do with her being a wife and a mom or whatever the case may be. I mean, it's crazy. I guess it's one of those things where it's cool if Nicki Minaj do it, but Nicki Minaj ain't your wife. So that's a different thing. I guess you could look at it like that, but I guess Marcus. Anyway, Amara keeps texting during the meeting. Brooke suggests that Marcus should talk to Safari because what happened at the party is all his fault. And I do agree with Brooke. What happened at the party is all his fault. All of this. Be clear, all of this is Safari's fault. All of this is Safari's fault. Did Amara play her part? Yes. Did Eliza play her part? Yes, because they chose to be in it. But ultimately, the root and the problem of all of this is Safaree. And it's sad because, again, it ain't cute no more when you 40 and he damn near 45, if he ain't that already. I know Safaree old as hell. All right, he one of the ones that don't look it. I'm shocked he don't. The way he getting around here being all used up, like what? Moving on. Estelita, Esther meet. I said Esther. Estelita meeting up with Derby for lunch. I didn't care nothing about that shit, child. Something about this Shay, her. I ain't gonna do that. Estelita meeting up with Derby for lunch, and she wants his help meeting with Shay, but she's basically using him, and she admitted that in the next episode. So Derby feels like Amara is going through her karma because of Day's situation. I mean, I don't know, maybe because wasn't Alan and Derby really good friends? Weren't they really good friends? And they was real good friends around the time where Derby and Amara were dating. And then out of nowhere, she not only slept with the homie, but had the homie twins. And then to turn around, he ain't shit. He ain't even there like that. You the one putting up the heavy lifting and the heavy leg work or whatever the case may be. And even though he feels sorry for what you're going through because of the babies or whatever. It's secretly he around there laughing at your ass because this is exactly what your ass get in his opinion. I mean, look, I feel like Karma gonna pay all y'all ass a visit, to be honest. Because Derby Shay brought you to the light later on in the episode hollering about that you paying for prostitutes. And I could believe it. I can. I could believe it. I don't see no well-rounded, self-respected woman would be fooled up with your derby wearing ass. Like I don't wearing all that hot shit in the summertime. Like I don't moving on. Um Estelita admits that Shay was the one that was talking to her about all of the girls that Fabo was cheating on her with, not only in Milwaukee, but in Atlanta. I mean, in Miami as well. Um, and Fabian, you from Milwaukee? I don't know why that's just so off the wall to me, but it is. Like, you from Milwaukee? Or you just live in Milwaukee? Y'all get me together in the comments. I don't know nothing about Fabo like that other than he fine. He fine though. But I wouldn't be going through none of this shit that Shay going through. And then Shay, to find out later on in the episode, you only going through this shit to teach your family a lesson. This is the part of shit. See, this episode is the shade that I don't like. Like this shade, this the shade that reminds me of the shade way back in season one, throwing ice cream at girls. This the shade that remind me season one in Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, trying to fight Erica for over Scrappy. Like this is this. Like you got a kid. Moving on, because we ain't got there yet. But Shay annoyed me. Moving on. Snoop, y'all know Trina brother. Snoop brings Snoop brings Trina, his sister, and TWD together so that they can finally talk about the show. So Trina plugged in a shameless plug, Rockstar Music Festival. She says she's been playing that for the past year or so, and that's coming down to the wire and all of the rest of that stuff. So that's what she's been having going on. TWD says that he wants to do the adult prom one day and then do the concert the next day. Trina says it sounds well unorganized and she don't want to be a part of it. You know something, TWD? I said Karma paying all of y'all a visit. Yeah. Because I think it sucks that you saved Trina from having to continue to be one of Luke's dancers back in the day. It's a shame that you saved her from a life of Uncle Luke. And you know what I mean? You put a microphone in her hand, you help write a lot of her shit, and you made her the first lady to slip and slide, and you help her become who she is. And now she feels as though she sits on this big pedestal and all of the rest of this. It feels like the show got to be about her. She's supposed to be the face. If it ain't about her, then it ain't shit. And so on and so. Like, I felt bad for TWD because his feelings was really hurt. Like when he got up and walked out of the restaurant, I can't lie. I felt the violins walking behind him. Like he looked real, like he really did look like his feelings were hurt. Trini, you messed up for that. You really is because if it wasn't for that man, you wouldn't be a goddamn thing. And again, you could only act like that in Miami because again, nobody else plays you, Tree. I mean, I'm saying you walking around here trying to act like you the Beyonce of Miami, and I felt bad for TWD. I did. I felt bad for Maurice. I did. I felt real bad for Maurice. His feelings was hurt. Like, Tree, you. Anyway, like, not everything is about you. And there were other artists in Miami that came before you. I mean, yeah, you definitely helped put Miami artists on the map. You helped. But you acting like you the sole reason why the music industry around there is the way it is. Girl, no, you ain't. You're a part of it. But anyway, Flo says that she been back in the studio making music, and focusing on her business. Gael come around there and tells her that she checked Claudia. Flo says that Claudia betrayed her. She's a rat and she should have trusted her, and all of them are right. Was right about her. This girl gave you $10,000 to help save your restaurant from, or I mean your business from really being evicted. She saved you from eviction. She gave you 10 bands, and you admitted that. For her to sit in the same damn shop that she helped save, for your husband, estranged husband, whatever he is, to grab the mic and show everybody that not only was you still laid up in the bed with him, that y'all still fucking. And you feel like she's the rat and she's betrayed you and all of like Flo, that's a huge character flaw in you. And I can't stand people like that. I really can't. You can't sit in the part that you played in it, but now you want to turn all of this around on her and make her out to be this, that, and this. Flo, kiss my ass, girl. That's what I got for you. And moving on, because this is another time where your sister made you look stupid. And I'm not mad at Claudia. Gael felt like she only did that to try to prove something to you. Nah, I feel like Claudia let it be known that all of y'all are trash. All of y'all are flawed. All of y'all sleep with each other's boyfriends, girlfriends, spouses, significant others, partners, so on and some such. The mama just as screwed up like that's what Claudia showed. Claudia showed that she's the one that dodged the bullet. Because when your shit was about to be taken, you couldn't go to none of your family for that. You went to her for that. And she gave it to you. I guess. Moving on. Marlon pulling up on Flo because he thought since he exposed them sleeping together that things would get better. She would treat him better. Treat him like this, that, and the third. Nigga, fuck you. Moving on. Brooke brings Amara and Eliza together to work out their issues. Amara, you don't know how to be a friend to these women, but you really feel like they owe you all type of loyalty in the world. Like, don't get me wrong. Eliza got exactly what she was looking for out that situation. But at the end of the day, I really don't feel like she owe you a goddamn thing. You did get up here and say that that entire thing was a sham, a fraud, a lie, a ruse, a storyline. You did. Now you want to sit over here and cry and expect everybody to woo woo you. Why would we woo woo you when you the one that didn't reach out? When you and all of your beefs, Amara, it always ends with or starts with you're not there for me. You ghosted me. I don't fool with Estelita, but it was the same thing when it came to her. She said that about you. Shay said that about you a time or two. Now you got Eliza saying the same thing about you. I mean, I mean, I'm just saying. Now you up here putting down all the waterworks. So why would you do that to me? And why would this and why would that? I agree with her. At the time, we weren't friends. You showed me that you was not a friend to me, so I didn't owe you any damn thing. And Eliza, whatever. At least Eliza took accountability for it. Amara cried, she cried, they cried together. And they was able to hug it out, and maybe they're gonna start afresh or whatever the case may be. But Amara, I don't feel no sympathy for you, girl. I don't feel no sympathy for you. I don't, because all of them came up here with the same damn complaint and argument with you. You ghosted them. You unfollowed them. You stopped being a friend to them. But you still feel as though you're owed all of this loyalty in the world. I can't lie. If I was Eliza, no tea, no shade back in my Horatio days, I'd have fucked Safaree ass too. Girl, fuck you. Moving on. Um, so Derby pulling up on Mama Shay to tell her everything that he done heard from Estelita. Shay come around there with the baby. Yeah, we supposed to be saving the babies from all the foolishness. Y'all keep dragging them in it. Shay come around there. Derby ambushes her with his conversation with Eliza, not Eliza, Estelita. Shay saying that Estelita is a scammer and a fraud. They did have some type of connection at the family reunion, but then she quickly realized she's not the type of chick that she wanted to be around because she's a kept sugar baby, or something like that she was saying. And then she invited her to her daughter's first birthday party, I think, and she didn't show up. And because of that, that makes her a bad friend. And she don't want to fool with her no more. Y'all trying to make Estelita's appearance here relevant, and Estelita, how'd you end up with Derby? When did you and Derby start fool around with each other? Like, I need to know the timeline of this stuff. Like, Eliza pulls up on Safaree down to the gym to get him together about making her look bad in front of Brooke and Amara. She said that they had play dates with their kids and all of this stuff. So it was just way more than what Safaree tried to make it out to be. Again, Eliza, I don't feel bad for you because at the end of the day, anybody that gets with Safaree in 2024, already seeing his track record and what it is, you deserved every damn thing that you got. That's how I feel about you, Eliza. I do. I do. I'm just gonna be real. Like you just had to go with Safari. You just had to talk to him because he came around there to you. I mean, he used up at this point. Like y'all still want to lay down with him and that pumped up dick of his. He's used up. A lot of y'all on reality TV that had him already, and he's Erica Mena's ex-husband. That alone, I wouldn't have laid down, be laid up, fooled up, and tangled up with him. I mean, I'm just saying he got a point when it comes down to y'all need to be taking accountability for y'all being so quick to want to rush to throw y'all pussy at him. I'm just gonna be real because if it was me, Safari could never touch me. He's nice to look at, but I would never lay down with him. Are you kidding me? Nah, I'm alright. I'm cool. I'm not meant to be laid up with everybody. I'm not meant for that. Like me and my coochie is selective, really selective. You heard me? Moving on. Safari talking about he tired of women treating him unfairly. Again, at the end of the day, Safari, it is nobody's fault but you that you don't know how to just be a woman's friend. Every woman that you come into contact with, it seems like you just so quick to want to screw them. And then you want to turn around and blame them for catching feelings. See, here's the thing. If you was just fucking them and going home, that's one thing. You like to lay up with them, pillow talk with them, make them feel like this, make them feel like that, and then you continue to do it. And then you want to turn around and get confused when they catch feelings. You too old for that. Alexa, Alexa, how old is Safari Samuels?
Safaree sandals are 12 years old in 2023.
Alexa, how old is Safari Samuels?
Safaree Samuels is 44 years old in 2021.
In 2021, he, you in your mid 40s, bruh. Get your life in order. Moving on. Shay still being stupid for Fabo. Marcus meeting up with Safari. Listen, if Marcus won't have vibe, Marcus took me out in this last part. Marcus took me out. Like Marcus's whole mood, his vibe, and his energy would have been me. When Safari jumped up and gave that non-stellar ass performance, talking about this is his life. He's tired of these women talking about him. Yada yada. Again, people don't know how to take accountability for their actions. Again, Safari, you run around here talking about how they need to be, the women need to be held accountable. And they do. But that doesn't absolve you from your foolishness either, Safari. Because if you was just screwing them and going home, like I said, you could avoid all of this. No, you're like Stevie J. You like to sit up and pillow talk with bitches and get them all in their feelings, and then you continuously do it. And then you sit up and be shocked when they're in their feelings and think that it's more than what it is. Then you sit over here and got mad at Eliza for talking about it. And to you, That's another dub. But yet you set up and told Marcus and Ray J on camera. Y'all, that's it. That's all I got for this. Listen, Love and Hip Hop Miami, while y'all are much more entertaining than Atlanta, y'all got a lot of fugazi shit. And it was shown in this episode. Like what's going on with Shay and Stelita. We don't need Estelita. We don't want Estelita. Estelita serves no purpose. If y'all only brought Estelita up here just for her to say it that the women that Fabo's been with is true because Shay told her that, then fine. But y'all don't need to make her no thing. Y'all don't need to make her no thing. She don't need to come around no more. Y'all could quit trying to incorporate her. We don't want Estelita. Estelita serves no purpose. None. I don't care about her and Shay. I don't. That ain't interesting. Because Estelita isn't interesting. She's not. Like this fight that we about to see next episode between them is dumb. It's dumb. Like it's so damn random. I'd much rather see Eliza and Shay throw hands before I see Shay wanting to fight Estelita. I don't care. Whatever. Y'all jump down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about when this came out. Monday. Let me know what y'all thought about Monday night's episode of Love and Hip Hop Miami. And yeah, I'll holler at y'all for Bold and Bougie. Bye.
Cause when